Imagine you are sitting in a busy restaurant in London. You are in a rush, so you wave the waiter over and say in perfectly pronounced, grammatically flawless English, "Excuse me, I would like to order a fast meal." The waiter understands you completely, but for a split second they pause. Something about what you just said sounded slightly off. Welcome to the Collocation Coach, brought to you by Prestige Note Academy. I'm your host, Hardy. If you are preparing for your IELTS exam or simply want to stop sounding like a textbook and start sounding like a native speaker, you are in exactly the right place. Let's go back to that restaurant. What went wrong? The grammar was perfect, but the vocabulary combination was unnatural. In English, we say fast food or fast cars, but we do not say a fast meal. We say a quick meal, just like we say a quick glance rather than a fast glance. This invisible rule of English is called a collocation. Simply put, a collocation is a pair or group of words that are often used together. These combinations sound entirely natural to native speakers, but as students of English, you have to make a special effort to learn them. Sometimes, using the wrong combination isn't absolutely wrong. People will still understand what you mean. For example, if you finish a difficult writing test and tell your examiner, "I did a few mistakes," they know exactly what you are trying to say. But a truly fluent speaker wouldn't say that. They would say, "I made a few mistakes." That tiny shift from did to made is the secret to high-level fluency. Today, we are going to dive deep into these hidden collocations. I'm going to give you 3 colorful, precise collocations that will instantly upgrade your next conversation. Welcome back. Now that we know what a collocation is, the real question is, why should you care? If people still understand you when you say fast meal, why put in the work to learn the correct phrase? The answer is style and precision. Learning collocations gives you alternative ways of saying something, which can be much more colorful, expressive, or precise. This is exactly what examiners are listening for in the IELTS speaking test and what readers look for in high-level writing. Let me give you a before and after example. Imagine you are writing an essay and you want to set the scene. A standard English learner might write, "It was very cold and very dark." It's grammatically correct, but it's a bit basic. Let's upgrade it using natural collocations. Instead of repeating the word very, a native speaker would say, "It was bitterly cold and pitch dark." Instantly, your English sounds more sophisticated. Let's try another one. You are writing a Task 2 essay about social issues. You write, "Poverty causes crime." Again, perfectly fine, but if you want to improve your style in writing, you can say, "Poverty breeds crime." Or instead of saying you ate a big meal, you can say you had a substantial meal. You might not need these phrases in an informal chat with a friend, but in academic writing or professional settings, these collocations give your text variety and make it read so much better. Let's zoom in on a specific trap that catches almost every English learner, the verbs make and do. These 2 little words cause so much confusion because in many languages they translate to the exact same verb, but in English they have strict partners. As we mentioned earlier, if you answer a question wrong on a test, you didn't do a mistake, you made a mistake. What if you want to tell someone you are working hard on your studies? You cannot say, I am doing an effort. You must say, I make an effort. This matching game applies to adjectives too. Let's say you were talking about a fast car. You wouldn't say the car has a strong engine. The natural collocation is a powerful engine. If you are giving a tourist directions to some old historical sites, you wouldn't tell them to go look at the antique monuments. We use the word antique for old furniture or jewelry. For buildings, the correct collocation is ancient monuments. So, how do you actually learn these? You can't just memorize a dictionary. The secret is to become a dictionary detective. Whenever you are reading an article or listening to a podcast and you hear an interesting combination of words, write the entire phrase down, not just the single word. When you look up a new word in a good learner's dictionary, don't just look at the definition, look at the example sentences. Good dictionaries will actually print the most common collocations in bold text. If you look up the word effort, you will see make an effort highlighted for you. Write that full combination in your notebook. That brings us to your homework for this week. I want you to make a decision right now to start your own collocation notebook. Your specific challenge for episode 1 is this. Write down 3 things you are going to make an effort to do this week to improve your English. Don't just think about them, write them down using the correct collocation, and try to use the phrase make an effort in a real conversation or email today. That's all for today's session. I'm Hardy, and this has been the Collocation Coach by Prestige Note Academy. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next episode.